Okay, I'm gonna be hooking up the door switch that goes right here, and I got the wires fished through. I had the Painless harness, so I had to fish those wires through. So I spared you the cussing from that. Had to stick my head up under here and reach up under and get it. So this is the switch itself, and I was thinking, oh cool, little round plugs, and Painless put little round plugs on there. I'll just plug it in. But check this out. Let's see if I can show you here. I'm trying to do this one-handed because I don't have this on my stand yet. Okay, so if you can see the size difference, this round plug won't fit into there. It's way too big. So that's not gonna work. So what I'm gonna do is, I got these little guys. These are just little, typically for like pinning out a multi-pin type connector. And so I'm gonna crimp those on, put a little heat shrink on there, and those actually I tested. They already I know they plug into this because I already have them on the other side. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, so first things first. Got to snip the end off. So this one's straightforward. It's just a single wire. This one has a little dongle to come off of here. Can't really do that with these little guys. So that dongle, if I need to do that, I'll just splice into the back of this wire and come off of there somewhere. But I don't need that right at the moment, so I should be okay. So what I'm going to do, all I'm really trying to get right now is the dome light working. All right, so cut that off, strip the wire. And strip a little bit more back. Okay. And you want to get this pretty tight because it's a small pin. So twist that pretty tight. Wiggle one of these off of here. Got this off. I'm going to slide that basically as far in as I can go. Oops. Like so. So I can see you can see there's a little bit of a cable exposed there, so I can push in just a hair more. So now I got it pushed all the way in as far as it'll go. I'm going to crimp with these well, these are crimpers, but they're not the right crimpers, but they work for what we're doing here. So I'm just going to crimp the spot here. Try not to get too far down the things. I need to be able to poke into that hole. All right, so now we're on. Got contact on the deal there. So I'm going to fold these little guys over. They have these little holders that kind of fold on the sheathing, or what do you call it? The oh god, I can't think of words. Yeah, never mind. Let me put some heat shrink on there. So I'm going to cut a little piece of this off. I don't want a real big piece. Just a tiny little piece. Not tiny, but just about like that. And I'm going to slide that on. And I'm not going to heat shrink it just yet. I want to plug it in first. Make sure everything's good first of all. And then see how far that goes in. And then just drop the heat shrink on there for now. And then I'll heat shrink both these at the same time. So I'll go ahead and cut this one off. Like I said, this one's a little bit, you lose the other dongle there, but like I said, it's we can splice into it later if we need to. And I probably will if I want to add more lighting. at the moment, I'm just going for the dome light. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. This is my high-tech heat shrink gun. Yes, it's my wife's hairdryer. Oh, and of course you want to slide it in there, so I'm just going to pop it in and see if I can't get it to snap in here. It should just snap in, but for some reason it's just not wanting to. Oh, there we go. All right, so now it's snapped in. Okay, I wanted to talk about another thing on the Painless is that they don't provide the wire that goes up to the dome light. So this is the original dome light that came from the harness, the original harness. So I left that in, and then I put one of these connectors on, and it actually popped right in, unlike the other one. So that goes up to the dome light, and then this is a length of wire that I connected, and I ran it all the way around. Don't mind my mess of wires around there. To right there, you can see this wire that goes in there. Sorry, it's actually connected. You see that little butt connector right there. That's where I connected it up. So it didn't even give you on the Painless. The harness came through on the driver's side, wraps around to the taillights and all that stuff, and everything was long enough except for that one. So I had to add another length of wire and then connect it right there. Not a big deal, but just something to note. And then I actually disconnected that from this guy here, so that was where it was connected. So just a little note there, and that's what got that going. So now with my switch in place, the light goes on and off as I push it in and out. Very good. So one of the chief reasons I'm doing this is because we're kind of in the middle of winter right now, and not only does it give me time, but I'm in California, so I have time to drive in the winter. You know, it's nice days and things like that. So, but it's dark a lot, so I'd like to be able to get in and actually see. So that's one of the reasons I hooked this all up. So now I gotta throw the kick panels back on, throw the trays back on, or the door, what are they called? I don't remember. These guys. So I'll throw those back in, and should be good to go.